Alright, we won the die roll again, but yeah, I cannot keep that. With a red it would be good. Oh my god, these draws. I think we have to go down to 5, which is something I very rarely do on the play, but this hand and the last one are completely non-functional, so... Well, that's a good 5, if there is such thing. If if this is something in this game, which I don't think it is a good 5. Don't cat me. I mean, I'm probably losing that no matter what, but I'd rather not face a deck with a bunch of cats. My deck is so weak to freaking cats. Are they? Do they have a cat and they are playing around Magma Spray? I think if you have a cat, you just run it into Magma Spray anyway most of the time. And especially when you're up on Moon 2-5. Oh god. Will we scavenge that that mulligan? I don't know. I do not know. Bloodlust Inciter, baby. Yeah, you are going to the graveyard. I like Lance more than you right now. Sorry. Maybe I should not even be playing that. On turn 1 against some deck is really good though. So it has some value. Okay, well we have our 5 lands, now we can just focus on discarding every other land we draw, and maybe, I don't know, we can just value them out using the scavenger. This card has been the MVP of this draft somehow. It looks like a pretty solid black-white zombie deck though. If they attack, I block. Snap block. Because this can come back, and this is an annoying card to play against. Trick. Time to reflect. Okay, that was pretty good for them. I never thought we would win that one, but it's looking less and less likely that we can do something. And I think black-white zombie is usually a very bad matchup for red-white aggro, if it's a good white-black zombie deck. We'll just die from these rotten hands. That's kinda gas, actually. It's pretty solid. Yes, please. Nice 2-for-1 here. Woo, the caravan getting a token. What are you gonna do about that? Flag boy. Nothing. No one beats the camel. Pretty sure... Oh, they had nothing. Interesting. I was expecting the put 2 creature at instant speed, and then aftermath, sack a creature, kill something, which is one of the better reasons to be white-black, I think. Okay. Interesting spot. So we could just cartouche the camel. That doesn't really help getting through anything though. And it plays right into the 5 mana exile Reamfall. So it's overall a pretty disastrous move. I think we can just attack and see what happens. They'll probably just take 3 and, you know, then we'll drop the Binding Mummy and... Oh, they do have the Reamfall? Nope. Not yet. If they have it, they probably want to remove something end of turn, because I might just play something better than the camel. What is sure is that you should not run cartouche here. It's an atrocious play. So now they have Steer the Sands, I would presume, and that's going to be very bad. Oh, Wing Shepherd, that's much more acceptable. And yeah, we'll get some more looting going. So I guess we'll enchant that so it can attack through, you know, through the shepherd and get us some loot. If they are slightly flooded, maybe we can just loot away to victory. Such things have been done in the past. They take 6 here. Jesus. I guess they don't have really any good blocks, so there is that. Initiate was probably among the best top deck I could ask for. Alright, well... This game was looking grim and now it's looking potentially fine. It's not looking great. I don't think we're in a good spot. They still have 3 cards in hand, and I think we'd have to be extremely lucky for those 3 cards to be lands. But, I mean, we are not dead. Yeah. The question if they trade something for the initiate is, do I get it back now, which is more mana efficient, or do I wait until next turn so I can tap something with the mummy and have the ability being relevant, knowing that Entangler can attack as much as Initiate can. Okay, looks like this opponent is also fond of the +2/+2 trick in Aketra's name. Oh yeah, that's highly acceptable. Seems strange. I don't really get that move. Oh yeah, you can kill the camel with the yeah. Okay, makes sense. I get it now. But I'm pretty happy if they play that defensively. In general. Yeah, I think we drop that. So we can tap something. Looks like they're just flooded here. So maybe we have a shot somehow. The looting jackal just, looting people out of games. I don't think we are in the market to exert here. At least to loot. We'll probably just get back Initiate. Tap the Winged Shepherd. Attack with everything but the warriors. And not exert anything. Yes. And be happy if we trade a couple things. Attack. I could exert the Entangler so it doesn't trade. Yeah, I think that's fine. Fine trading my mummy for their my mummies are weaker than their mummies. And I guess I can double block the Scavenger. I'm tapped out. Nope, thanks. You could argue that you want to discard that to get value, but I think this is a pretty good card. I'd rather cast than the random card in my deck. I think they want to double block the Scavenger, which is pretty good for them, but then I get rid of the Wayward Servant, which is a pretty good card, I think. And they also take 5 in the process, down to 4 if this happens. Or we just trade here and they take 6. That's also highly acceptable. Alright. They need to top deck something here. Festering Mummy is mildly annoying. I'm just worried that I might just end up dying to the Shepherd somehow. Yeah, I think we are exerting here on the Scavenger. I don't think it's... Nah, last time... Yeah, they must block these 2 guys, if anything. I think we start attacking with warriors too. So they will eat a warrior with the Shepherd, block here, but then they must jump block the other dudes. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, please. Maybe it's not right to exert, because I kind of want to be able to attack next turn. Yeah, I don't know. Getting a new card is pretty valuable, but then not being able to attack next turn is pretty bad too. I'm not entirely sure about this move. So it might be a slight misstep. Probably that the value of attacking next turn is higher than the value of getting a loot. Yeah, I think I messed up. It's really easy to mess up with Exert though. They went down to 1, okay. Now they killed the Initiate. I guess this makes sense. If they have a Rainfall now, they win. Yeah, I guess exerting was not good, but I guess if they have a Rainfall, we lose anyways. Otherwise, I don't know, it's not looking too bad. Plague Belcher. If that's a good card, I don't think it kills us though. I mean, I don't think it means we die. Attacking with both creature. Yeah, makes sense. Each opponent what? Lose 1 life? Oh, I did not know about this part of the card. Okay. Well, I guess then there was no way we could have won, but attacking with that was a misplay. I think, in most cases. Yeah, slight misstep. But, I mean, we put them down to 1 after mulliganing to 5, so... Not so bad, right? Given what I saw, I don't think I'm going to change anything. I haven't seen any pesky artifact or enchantment yet. They have a couple of 1-1, but not a ton of them, and using Blazing Volley to kill the Festering Mummy is not so good. Festering Mummy is pretty good against me, but not a whole lot I can do about that. I guess that's a keeper. Why not? Was there a way for us to win last game? I don't think so. I think I definitely should not have exerted. I think you'd rather get another attack over a loot in this position. Yeah, that was just very stupid, I think, but other than that, but this would not have changed the game, as we know. So I'm not sure. So I think we just Gus Walker, give it haste, exert, beat down. Again, Mummy is very good against me, but there's nothing I can do about that. At least Haunted Kopesh kinda helps against the Mummy. Yeah. No? Okay. Then I guess they don't have a 2-drop. What to do here? So we could drop the initiate attack and then they can trade. We could Kopesh the Inciter and attack, and then yeah, not a big fan of trading my 3-drop for their 1-drop here, even though my 3-drop might come back later on. I'm fine trading 1-drop for 1-drop though. And I think I might just Cartouche of Solidarity the Gus Walker. Oh, they just took it. Okay, good. No. Plague Belcher is pretty good here. Yeah, turn 3, 5-4 Menace. The card is good. Huh, putting the counter here, interesting. So I guess now if I move the Kopesh, it dies. Kinda makes sense. Alright, well I guess we'll have the Inciter die then. I'm fine trading if they want, and if they take 8 I'm happy too. They might want to trade here just because the Initiate has Vigilance, so I can just double block their Belcher whenever I want, kind of. I don't know. Eight is a lot too. Oh, they just took it, alright. No problem. I'm not double blocking if they attack, by the way. First, we know they have time to reflect. Second, I'm winning this race, so yeah, whatever. Sparring Mummy and tapping the Plague Belcher. Alright. Yeah, I guess we are attacking. Probably trading with the Mummy. Yep. Okay. Make me lose one. And now I'm gonna play the Camel while I have something tapped. It also plays better around potential discard spells. Now the question is, do I double block? Not sure. No, well, they did not attack, so I guess it makes things simpler. They could have Steer the Sands here. I think I'm fine just equipping the Camel, attacking with everything and exerting the Gustwalker though. I don't think anything extremely awful can happen. Probably a couple annoyance. Okay. So I guess they have the Exile removal. But I mean, when you see your opponent holding their 5/4 manas just to block your 1/1, it's good news, right? So they are exiling Gustwalker, I guess, I would imagine. Which is probably more threatening than the Camel, even though it's not untapping next turn. Yeah. Makes sense. Take 5 down to 2. Now we can just drop that man. And I think we probably move the Kopesh here to make the warrior lethal. Given that we might be stuck on, we might want to do that next turn, and we might want, I mean, it's probably just better to have all our creature being lethal. I just hope they don't go Steer the Sands here. I think that's one of the few cards that just, put them right back in the game. Other than that, there's not a ton they can do. Oh no, that's not true. They could just drop 2 random blockers and maybe end up in a fine situation. Looks like they don't have it. Alright, good. We got there despite a pretty nasty turn 3 Plague Belcher. On the draw, since they have a ton of stupid 1/1 Mommy, I might see cutting one of the 1 toughness creature for an Anointer Priest, maybe? I don't love that. Probably Bloodlust Intiter, it's just too bad, though. It was decent this game, I think. Yeah. Anointer Priest is not great. Still the aggressor in this matchup, I think, even on a draw. Yeah, whatever, we'll keep being aggressive. So far it looked like my opponent had some medium draws, like they were slightly flooded. It was not so good for them. Can we keep that? I don't think we can. With 1 red instead of white I would keep. Without that I'm not sure, like... I guess if we draw 1 land in our one of the first 3 draw steps, it's fine. And Wavering Initiate seems very good in this matchup too. Demorphy and Initiate I think are among our best cards in the matchup now. Now we just might... This is close. I'm gonna keep. Not sure if it's right. This hand is just like so great if we draw one red and we are on the draw and we have two lands. Now if well, Anointer Priest, it's annoying for me against my deck, but with that draw I'm pretty happy to see an Anointer Priest. Okay, we drew the red. Alright, now we're in business. Really like what Initiate does in this matchup. It's just pretty annoying. They kind of have to trade something for it, and then it comes back later on. Demorse is also a nice 2-for-1. I think that's pretty nice. Oh, they are attacking. So I guess they are willing to take 2 and trade their Mummy for the Entangler. I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright, well, this is developing very well. The opponent having some pretty medium creature as a whole, and us drawing red pretty quickly was amazing. Oh, they are just taking 3. Huh. So you have a Plague Belcher, maybe? Not sure that I'm beating the turn 4 Plague Belcher here. And I'm pretty sure if you, unless you have the Plague Belcher, you block. Might feature last turn. No Plague Belcher. I'll take that. I think we're fine trading Initiate for Festering Mummy and drop another Initiate. Or maybe we play Scavenger. Huh. Yeah, okay. I think we have enough value where we can afford to make medium trade like that. That don't seem super good, but are fine. So do we scavenge into Cycle Pursue Glory, or do we just play another Initiate? I mean, do we play Scavenger into Pursue Glory, or just drop another Initiate? I think I'm just gonna play Scavenger and loot. I don't see Pursue Glory being very good. I kind of want just get a decent amount of spell and win with these. And just beat my opponent with card advantage, which I think I can do because of the double Initiate and the looting possibilities. Like, we are ahead on board, ahead in the graveyard. Grimstrider. Sure. Yeah, we could use that to trade with Grimstrider. I don't think this is super appealing, though. I'm just gonna cycle that. Okay. So we attack and loot. Looting scavengers have been insane these games. I don't know. I was not super high on this card, but in this deck they are just awesome. They just take it. Okay. So now there's kind of a funny play you can make, which is put a stop on their draw step and deal 2 to that thing draw step. Or upkeep and wait until they draw and then it die. The question now is, do they have an instant? Because if they have an instant speed spell, they can just drop it and then the removal is wasted. If they don't have an instant, this is a good play. If they do, it's very bad for us. So I think we'll just get back our first Initiate and pass the turn. Uh-oh. I'm worried. I guess it's a shepherd, most likely. Yeah. You got me. And Crop Crasher. That's pretty good. Yeah, you can apply quite a bit of pressure here by playing that. They take 8. No, they take 6, I guess. Yeah. Well, we can make the Shepherd unable to block attack with everything, then they get to trade their mummy for one of our creature. I think it's better to make the mummy unable to block. And just attack with these two guys. I'd be happy to trade any of these guys for the Shepherd. And they might feel like they need to trade for the Crasher, because otherwise it's gonna untap in a couple turns and be very, very annoying for them. Okay. I'll just drop another initiate. There's an argument to use cartouche on the first initiate so we can block the Green Strider, but it might just end up being a 5-5 or 6-6 anyways. So I think we might just not want to bother about that. We can afford to take, I don't know, like 8 from the Angel and the Strider this turn. I think it's acceptable. Then we can go Cartouche, get a Chump Blocker for another Grim Strider attack, though at this point it's probably not going to attack anymore. We have Demorphy. I think we are looking decent here. It really depends on what they have in hand, obviously. Them attacking is probably not a great news. Do we double block the Strider? I don't think so. There's a bunch of things that could go wrong, but in general we're not looking too bad. If their best move is to get this back, I don't feel too bad. Brute Strength. Okay, that's good. That's really good. I mean, maybe that's not as good as I think it is, as I put it. So now the question is, do they have put 2 counter on 2 creature? Put 2-1 counter. In which case using the cartouche would be really bad. Pretty sure if they had that spell it would have gotten cast quite a bit of time ago. Also, if they use it, it means they are not using it on the Crasher, which can then crash them. Now, what do we enchant? Do we enchant the Scavenger? I think we do, so it can attack through stuff. And if they go put 2 counter on the Scavenger, we get 2 for 1, but actually we get to attack with the other creature, which is not the worst, I think. I don't think we're looting here. I think the cards we have in hand are both pretty good. So I'm pretty sure if they had some type of... Well, I guess they could have the exile, something blocked by a zombie trick. Okay. Are they just willing to lose their Shepherd? Because I'm gonna let damage resolve, if that's the case. That's their trick. So I guess we brute strength the Scavenger, right? Is there a way we win here, actually? I'm just checking. They take 3, go down to 6. Now we can deal 4 if we boost that. We'll be dealing 2 if we boost that. Yeah, we just probably boost that. Seems just much better. That's pretty much a blowout, I think. I mean, we traded a bunch of things. I mean, there's a chance they just kill my remaining blocker and they have a way to deal 1 damage and kill me. That's something that could happen, I guess. Well, looks like they are going for that. Huh. Alright, alright. Well, they don't have lethal on board. There's something weird. Oh, because they use Amonkhet's name. This is a 6/6 despite them having 1 card in hand. Well, in theory we are not dead, but if... I don't think their last card is Plague Basher. They would have cast that ages ago, but if they top deck it, we do lose, I think. That'd be kinda annoying, but, you know, it'd be what it'd be. Otherwise they are dead next turn. Because this is a zombie, right? Any pump spell also kills me, I guess. There is that too. If they are attacking, we're probably dead. Well, they are thinking. I think if you have the kill here, you just slam it. You just don't stand there and think, right? Yeah, they don't have it, and now they are thinking if they play around me having a removal or not, because they can generate. Oh jeez. Are we dead? Alright. If they have Seared Essence, we also lose because it's just so many blockers, I think. Sparring Mummy and tap something, get a zombie. Can we kill them through that? I don't know, but we did not die, if anything. I think they have just 1 too many blocker, and they go up to 5 here. Shit. So we are at 1. So if we attack, so we could kill Strider, attack, make something unable to block. They block the other dude and they don't die. No, that's not a winning line. Doesn't qualify as a winning line. This is very close. So we cannot win here. Now the question is, do we Demorcy or do we get back the Initiate? So if we get back the Initiate, we then have to... They probably attack only with Green Strider and we have to chump it, which is not very good. We could pass without reanimating the Initiate, but unless they think we are stupid, they will probably not go for the kill because it's very suspicious that I'm not reanimating my Initiate. But if they try to go for the kill, we kill the Strider, we eat the Mummy, we trade with the zombie, and then they are probably dead. Maybe. But if I get back the Initiate, yeah, I have to chump it. Let's say I chump it with the Initiate. Then I untap. I Demorthy the Mummy. I make the zombie unable to block. I attack with everything and they take... Yeah, this kills them. Unless they top deck something else. We are pretty dead if they top deck a Pump Spell anyway. I think this doesn't change. Pump Spell kills us no matter what. If they drop another creature, if their top deck is another creature, which is I think the most likely scenario, we'd rather kill the Grimstrider and not chump block. Yeah, I think we'll just pass. I don't think they go for the kill here, like unless they think unless they top deck something or they think I messed up the initiate, they just don't go for the kill. Interesting. So some sort of mid-ground play. You might as well attack with everything if you're ready to lose a creature, right? Maybe they top deck Amonkhet's name. Yeah, I guess blocking like that plays better around them top decking Amonkhet's name because it's +2/+1 to zombies. So this way, I keep my scavenger instead of losing both creature. Yeah. Nothing. Well, this will be exerted and this will attack without exerting. And now they need to chump block. As far as we can tell. That was a strange attack last turn that they made. No, I guess it's fine. They keep a blocker. And I guess I'm still dead. Probably acceptable. Well, we are at 2. And I don't believe that white-black has a ton of way to kill me here. Being at 1, I would be a bit more worried, but I think we got that one. Pretty intense game. I mean, this one and all the games were pretty cool. This final was really nice. All right, that was cool. Pretty nice, sweet draft. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm really sorry about losing the audio of the first. Of the majority of the first round. Really sorry about that, but hope it was still enjoyable to watch. I think this final was great. And thanks for watching and see you for another draft.